So I had stopped writing for, let's call it 2.5 months, strictly because I had lost, where is it? I had lost a poem that meant a lot to me, and it kind of just put me out of commission, but I rewrote it. It's not as good as the first time I composed it, but...
I feel you.
Yeah, it needs to be said. So... A deep breath as he pressed the barrel to his head. Cold, heavy, the metal was set in his palm, and his past strewed upon his bed. And little did his parents know, they thought nothing was wrong. But he couldn't. His fingers trembled, face quivered, a trigger pull was like snapping twigs to prove strength, and luckily he didn't lift weights that much. But he found himself a week later, trachea clenched by a polo belt buckle as he used his Boy Scout skills to tie a knot to the top of his bunk bed. He inched forward, feeling the grasp, but the Grim Reaper clutched the last few oxygen molecules from his body, but he didn't. He fought with himself, searching for enough validation to become a permanent fixation, a tombstone embossed with his name on it, but he wouldn't. Praying to a God he felt didn't exist, he begged for some certainty as he disassembled his mother's razor blade in the shower. He knew one quick swipe would hurt, but his blood would run muddy with his own self-hatred as it spouted from his wrists, but he didn't want it enough. He pressed the corner in, but felt possessed to put it down, so he did. He wanted the courage to let the blade slip, but he couldn't. You see, he was always fighting with uncertainty, confusion of what he truly wanted, no certainty on how he truly felt, and it was dangerous as it led him to strap the belt buckle around his neck, press that .22 against his head, and probe his arm with that blade. Talk of mental illness rotated around a lunch table, but he never spoke. He laughed it off as his friends told him he was a joke, that he wouldn't understand, that he's never felt like he was going to choke, even though he was just sitting still. It became too normal. High schoolers desired illnesses. They pretend they had him while he played ignorant, asking them how it feels. How does it feel to never want to get out of bed? How does it feel to always be so on edge? Is there any medicines for it? Can the doctor help you control it? But it was so much more than that. Mass suffering threatened his life. Prozac was the new marijuana. Zoloft became his speed, and he tripped on carbamazepine. He proceeded, always tilting on a teeter-totter of uncertainty until maybe one day he would. Maybe one day he'll start lifting weights, searching for that last bit of certainty.